This is my new vehicle. This is Dr. Jojo. And I just picked up my brand new 2020 Charger wide body Scat Pack, baby, with red guts and the B and the emblem for the sign for the Scat Pack is right there on the seats. Check it. All red interior, Alcantara, suede, leather. Carbon fiber throughout. Carbon fiber actually throughout the interior. Carbon fiber on the top. The stripe. Power moonroof, not just a sunroof. Moonroof, tinted, slight tinted windows. Carbon fiber. 305s all the way around on the tires. Pirelli's 305s tires. Extra large Brembo brake calipers. Check the wheels, baby. Those are the size of a Corvette, those wheels. And the wide body right here. Here's the wide body. Here's what it looks like from the angle. You can totally tell the difference. This is the Charger sedan. And the wide body, I custom built this from ground up exactly how I wanted it. Red stitching throughout the interior. Moonroof. Got the scoops on the sides. Here's the back of it. See, we've got, look at the pipes. Here's the back of it right there. And we've got carbon fiber stripes right here all the way through, up through the top. Cut out right here, right there. Wide body, of course. Carbon fiber stripes all the way through, up through on the top of the roof. Panoramic roof. Interior. Matching interior. This is called Octane Red. Got red stitching throughout. We've got a superior sound system. This is actually the Harman Kardon sound system in here. 392 Hemi, 6.4 liter V8, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. And here is the gorgeous, gorgeous interior that I had custom made. And if you look closely, you can actually see there's like little specks. It's like little glitter specks, and it almost, you can see it's, that's from the ventilated seats that we have throughout. Only thing I don't have, which I'm probably going to do, is change the red seat belt from black to red seat belt. But I had this special emblem of the bee put on right here. That's a special thing added, extra. So we've got red stitching throughout here. And we've got black leather and Alcantara suede. And you can see everything is red guts, as they say. Whole thing is red interior. And you can obviously see these are 305 Pirellis. These, the rims are actually the same rims as on the Hellcat, I believe. So these are called Devil's Rim, and they're black with the extra large. They're twice the size of the regular brake calipers. They're Brembo brakes. Awesome brakes. And of course the wide body, you can see. Carbon fiber from the back all the way on top and on the hood. This is a functional, right here, this is actually a functional air intake. So the air, comes through here. It's very hot because I've been driving it all day long. So I've had it exactly 24 hours now. But you can see what I love about this. It says Scat Pack on it. So I really love this. I love the car. I couldn't be happier with it. It's just phenomenal. It drives like a beast. And here's the front look of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is called, and this right here, I'm taking this off. This is what comes off of the truck. It's a pink plastic kind of like, protector, just to protect it from anything hitting, the ground if you go under, something that's low. But I just love the grill on this. The grill it's got, this is a 2020, so it's just amazing just how they did this. I just love the cutout here, and I love it's all LED lighting. And of course, we've got the grill matching the grill down in the bottom. So what I loved about this, it's going to get the Challenger, but I like the look. I think it's just an aggressive, like the Charger just has this aggressive look to it. The front and the front end, I just loved it, and just looks so aggressive and so mean, like menacing is the word I'd use. And you've got that scoop. The hood is almost the same. So the hood is actually almost the same on the Scat Pack as it is on the Hellcat. The only difference is on the Hellcat, you've got the air intake in the middle, and then you've got on the Hellcat, there's 2 nostrils on either side of the middle air intake, and all 3 are functional on the Hellcat. But on the Scat Pack, you don't have the extra nostrils on here, which I actually like better, because I think it would be too much since you've got the carbon stripe, the carbon fiber stripes going all the way down. I think that it would almost look too much like on the hood if there were nostrils on either side. That's my opinion. So I just love the look of the whole thing. So this was custom built exactly how I want it, from computerized, from the wheels to the emblems, the special emblems, the stitching, instead of the sunroof, I got a power panoramic. I got a power moonroof, panoramic roof on it. And the color, again, is Octane Red. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And you can see, I just talked to a buddy of mine who's got the regular, not the wide body, but just the regular wheels. His are 245s, and you could just totally see the difference. So these are 305s all the way around. So 305s in the front, 305s in the back, devil rim on the devil rim on the wheels, which is the same exact wheel as on the Hellcat. The Brembo brakes, of course, are larger, and you can see the difference with the wide body right here. And the brake piston, this is six and 4. So on the front end, the Brembo brakes, it's 6 piston in the front and 4 piston in the back. So those are fantastic. It drives just like a dream. I haven't even driven it in track mode yet, just sport mode. But look at how look at that color. I mean, the beauty of this color, why I chose it, is it looks so good it matches the the carbon fiber, all the black. I also had everything blacked out, and I'm actually going to get accessories to black out all of the lights here, so I'm going to be blacking all of that out. But I love the look of the Devil's Rim. This is same color as actually what you got on the back spoiler. Excuse me, I was forgetting what that is called. Spoiler on the back, and then it's the same exact color of the black with the carbon fiber. You can see the carbon fiber here. So I love this because I actually had, you have the choice of where you wanted the stripes. So I had it going from all the way from the beginning, you know, from the hood all the way on the top to the hood and all the way down. You can see it goes from the top and then on the trunk all the way. I love how they did this here. It looks just so cool because the D is perfectly in line here with the key, and I think that looks so sharp. I mean, the proportion of this is just phenomenal. I just love the whole look of it better than the 2020 Challenger Scat Pack. I will be getting, of course, the aluminum. You know, we've got, chrome. We've got the chrome pipes on here. I'm going to be getting probably red to put on those, on the pipes. And, you know, from different mods. And let me see, of course we've got the standard B, which is the Scat Pack emblem. Haven't got it detailed yet, so I'm doing that next week. Literally, I've had it for 24 hours only. And that is about it. So, drives like a dream, very, very fast. Again, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. And, I mean, that's plenty of horsepower. And you can see, it just complements it so well. This is this particular model in Milwaukee and all of Wisconsin and surrounding areas, even Illinois, and possibly even in Minnesota. This is the only color combination that exists because they stopped the production of the 2020s with this particular color combination. So that's why I was so fortunate to be able to get it exactly how I wanted it. And I mean, you can just see how it just accentuates, you know, there's something about the red guts, the red interior, that on any car I love, but there's just something about this particular color. And the suede with that, you know, that emblem with the B there, and you've got the combination. I don't like on the Hellcat. See, that's the other reason why I got the Scat Pack. The Hellcat is all black, you know, so there's no, you can get Devil's, they call this Devil's Red and black. So you can get the whole thing with a black interior on the Hellcat, but it comes with white stitching, so you can't really, from what I understood, you couldn't get the red stitching if you get the Hellcat, but the option in the Scat Pack, you can get the red interior because it matches that's one of the options. This is all suede, and it's ventilated seats and heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated everything. So, I'm just I'm just speechless. I feel like I'm still in a dream here. But I got to tell you, it's just gorgeous. And this is all leather right here. The whole door is leather. And it just looks so much more expensive, you know, than I really thought. The cherry red I was going to get, they call that Tor red. That's the color originally I was going to get, or indigo blue. That was my second choice. If I couldn't get this, I was going to get the indigo blue, which is that really bright blue, and then a red interior. So that would have been cool too. But there's something about this octane red and black with the carbon fiber black stripe, you know, all the way from the beginning, the hood of the car, all the way to the trunk and on top of the car. That it just accentuates everything. It just matches perfectly. And I just absolutely am in love with this car. 8.4-inch screen, which is fantastic. Has Uconnect. It has Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, and we've got leather for the knob on the transmission. Some of this is carbon fiber in the interior. I'm going to actually get it done at the dealership with doing the whole entire interior in carbon fiber. And that's the look of what the Hellcat Challenger has in it. The whole interior is carbon fiber, so I'm going to be doing that to it as one of the mods. I'm going to do a can, oil catch can so that, you keep the oil away from the rest of the parts in the car. And then I may put in something for a little extra power, like you can get about 25 to 50 extra horsepower if there's an addition and that's attached to for another cool air intake. I'm going to probably look into that and do that under the hood. And let's see, I'm going to do a whole bunch of different mods to it, but originally I'm going to do just 3 or 4 and enjoy this color. With this combination, I may not even wrap it at all. I was thinking of wrapping it, but now I just love it. I actually love the combination the way it is. I don't think I'm going to wrap this one. I think I'm going to keep it just the way it is. I just adore it. And there's nothing like it on the road. This is the only combination that's available because the 2020s, the 21s are not going to have this option, to do the interior this way. So again, if you love it, this is the Octane Red. With the carbon fiber on the stripe all the way, and I just love the look of the carbon fiber. It just makes it look so much more, I think, classy and really expensive, and it just goes perfectly with this color. It's like a cranberry apple. That's kind of the color. It's sort of like it's a cross between a fire engine red and like a cranberry apple. But I just love this color. It just shows off, and the other thing is it's metallic. So you can kind of see, yeah, you can. In the light, you can see that it's all metallic. This was actually an added feature as well. So I got the metallic Octane Red. The Tour Red did not come in the metallic, so I didn't have that choice to do that. So it doesn't come that way. So that's the other reason why I got this particular color. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm telling you, I'm happy. I'm not saying this from a point of ego or anything by any means. I have to say that I am very, very proud of myself doing this deal on my own with the negotiation and everything with a couple buddies of mine that I knew, at the Dodge dealership, and I got everything exactly the way that I wanted. It was like a God thing. Those of you who work in recovery, and as I do, I'm a doctor of holistic psychotherapy, and I'm an addiction specialist and addiction doctor. So I tell my clients that when things just are in alignment, they fall into alignment, and it's meant to be. It's called divine intervention, and it's just meant to be. And the whole process from beginning to end was just like perfect, without a glitch. And I thought, if something didn't go right, then it wouldn't have happened. So I'm just so proud of sticking through it and going with my intuition, my gut feeling. I always tell people, lead with the correct intention, and you can never go wrong. No matter what decision you make, even if you feel like it's an impulsive decision, it may feel impulsive to you, but if you are leading with originally the correct intention, it always typically ends up being the correct decision. And that's what I found in my life. And with this process, this is just a metaphor and exactly, the way that this process worked. So I humbly have to thank all of my 8 years of recovery. This is my gift to myself. For 8 years, I just graduated the anniversary and birthday of my 8-year recovery anniversary, July 4th, 2020, and this is my gift to myself for 8 years of recovery, 8 years and continuing, one day at a time. This too shall pass. Let go, let God. And with that, I have to say I humbly invoke my higher power, and I thank God every day for making this happen. Without my higher power, without God, without my day-to-day recovery program, this wouldn't have ever happened. And I feel like this whole thing was manifested exactly the way that was supposed to be. So thank you. Any likes that you can post, I'm going to be posting this video on YouTube and probably Facebook and Instagram. So if you like the video, this is one of the first that I'm making, so if you enjoy it, if you like just knowing about cars, I'm going to probably start doing a few car reviews as well. So feel free to to, send me a like and hit the subscribe button. And with that, I'm going to end this video. So I'm happy. Never been happier. One of the best days of my life, I have to say. And I couldn't have done it without my higher power, without God, and my intention, of course. So thank you for listening. And humbly, I have to say, and with a great deal of humility, that I am so proud of what I've accomplished. And it just goes to show you that sometimes, I'll end with this, sometimes you just have to focus on being your own best friend. And if something makes sense to you, doesn't matter what anybody says. People can tell you every day that you can't do something. Very few people will tell you every day that, hey, good job, you did a fantastic job with this or that. But you know what? Not many people tell you that on a daily basis. Usually people tell you, that you're doing something wrong. So if you can honestly say that you have someone that is telling you you can do something right. I mean, if they tell you you're doing something wrong and you feel in your gut that it's not wrong and you can do it, just ignore what people say, because there is absolutely nothing in the world that you cannot do. I do not use the word can't or won't in my vocabulary. I never do now, or never. That's another word I don't use. When you least expected, you can draw this amount of inner strength that you've never known that you have. And it's amazing, because I've had just 2 years of pure hell, in the last, with so many different things. That's going to be another video. I'm not going to go into all that here, but had a rough 2 years, and I've managed to stay sober through all of it, managed to keep up with my sponsor and my recovery network, my recovery people, and all the people that help me on a daily basis to stay sober. And not just stay sober, stopping, in my case, the prescription drug, the pain pill that I was addicted to for 16 years. You have to know that, it takes a very special commitment, and to motivate yourself to sustain recovery. You have to want to do it. You have to have a readiness to do it. Can't do it for anybody else except for yourself. God first, you second. And again, sometimes you just have to say, in my case, sometimes you just have to say, what the fuck? And make your move, as they say in the old movie, Risky Business with Tom Cruise. And I didn't listen to anybody that told me I couldn't do something. I just went ahead and did it, because I believed in myself. I believed I could do it, and I could do the process. And I thought, if I put all the energy and the effort into this and it doesn't work and I hit obstacles, that's okay. Then it's not meant to be. But if it does work, if I set the right intention, if I put the work in, and if I feel, if I felt that, I was putting the work in and it still didn't happen, then it probably wasn't meant to be. But in this case, I don't know, I just felt like the whole thing was supposed to happen. It just felt like nothing could really go wrong. And it was just an amazing feeling, just to be in alignment with the universe, in alignment with God. And that's why I have to say, without my sense of humility, without my sense of humbleness in this whole process, not ego, I did this, I went with my spirit on this, it was my soul. It had nothing to do, it was my heart and it was my soul. It had nothing to do with ego, with this process. So, that's why I really feel that I can call myself my own best friend, and I can feel like, this was meant to be, and I was not leading with ego, I was leading with my spirit. And that's what I mean by setting the right intention. And if you do that, you will just feel like you will get just rewards tenfold. Things will just fall into place that you could never believe would happen. Things would just happen, sometimes with little or no effort, and without any kind of obstacles. And that's what, when people say in recovery, those of you who are in recovery and those of you who know people that are in recovery, when we say it's a God thing, that's what it was. And this is an example of what a God thing is. And And that's why, by the grace of God, I thank everyone who's helped me to get to this point. This reward, this beautiful reward that that I was able to accomplish here on my own. And I just have to say, I couldn't have done it without my higher power. Couldn't have done it with all the people in my life, my wonderful friends, my parents, people who keep cheering me on and who tell me that I can do it. I can do it, and you will do it, and that you got this, That's the important thing here. And again, if somebody tells you, that sometimes gives you even more motivation. For me, that happened with this. If somebody tells you can't do something, that gives me even more strength. It gives me the power. It was like this additional inner strength that I get, where somebody says, you know what, you're not going to be able to do this. You can't do this, or you shouldn't do it. If you believe, don't do it out of spite. Don't do it out of anger, just to prove somebody wrong. Because it's not about what's right and wrong. It's about, when you make certain decisions, it's not about right and wrong. It's about what you feel is working in your life and what's not working in your life. And if you're making the correct decision for yourself internally, and your intuition, your gut feeling, your heart, your soul tells you that this is what you need to do, then no matter what anybody says, no one could stand in your way, and just use that as a motivating force. Use that to say, hey, I can do this. And, not, hey, watch, I'll show you, I'm going to do this in anger because somebody else says I can't do it. Don't do it that way. You use it with just an internal power, but use it with a sense of grace and say, it's okay. That it's okay if you guys don't think I can do it. It's okay if you think I'm not able to do it, or don't have the power or the resources or whatever it is that other people think that you don't have, that that you can't make something happen. You can't always explain something to someone and have them understand, and sometimes that's wasted energy. I found that in my life, particularly with my family. You don't need to explain yourself. You really don't. If you know something's right, you don't have to tell anybody, why you're doing something. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to give them a long explanation or make them see something or make them understand, because that's all wasted energy. People aren't going to see things that they're not ready to see. And it's really not about anybody else. I mean, that's not selfish. That's actually an authentic way of looking at it. It's being, again, your own best friend. It's being the best version of yourself. It's being your authentic self. When you know something is right, and if you want something like I wanted it, go